It's the WP Minute. This episode is brought to you by Easy Support Videos. Support your WordPress users by embedding videos and screencasts right inside your WordPress admin. Learn more at easysupportvideos.com. You know how it goes. Everything I mention here will be linked up in the newsletter and the blog post. Check out thewpminute.com for the links. In the news, more acquisitions. The big news this week is that PageDaddy joined GoDaddy. PageDaddy, a large managed WordPress host owned by the Strebels, joined with GoDaddy to help grow and cover a larger WooCommerce segment of the market. Josh Strebel writes that his successful company always took the uncompromising position that employees and customers come first. I worked there for 3 years, side note. This acquisition will allow GoDaddy to become a little bit more like PageDaddy, we hope. The annual Pressnomics conference will continue as well, but may look a little different moving forward. Congrats, Sally, Josh, team, and GoDaddy. Liquid Web has acquired Modern Tribe to complement its family of WordPress businesses. Modern Tribe will operate as an independent group and act as an innovation team serving the Liquid Web family of brands. The event calendar, also a Modern Tribe product, was acquired by Liquid Web in 2020. Both teams are excited to be under the same roof again, this time as standalone teams, but co-workers reunited. Over on make.wordpress.org, there was an announcement of the core committers for 2021. 2 major releases have been released, and a final one is underway. There were several new people added who are actively reviewing and merging contributions. They have helped the project move forward with great speed. A big thanks goes out to all of the committers this year. Page builders and other block builder news. Elementor has launched a new production campaign highlighting web creators. This looks to be a commercial on par with Webflow or Squarespace. Is this their first step towards autonomy from WordPress? Cadence Conversions 1.0 announced the release of a robust plugin to give site builders a no-code interface to create lightweight and performant pop-ups, modals, slide-ins, and banners. Cadence Conversions is the only no-code option that leverages the native WordPress block editor in order to create attention-grabbing appeals and offers that convert. Events. State of the Word was announced for this year. It will be live streamed December 14th, beginning at 10 a.m. Eastern. Since 2020, the State of the Word has been online and been live streamed this year from New York. Join Matt as he provides a retrospective of 2021, discusses the latest trends he's seeing, celebrates the community's amazing wins, and explores the future. You can expect to hear about a range of topics from WordPress 5.9 and Openverse to Web3 and non-fungible tokens. The only thing I didn't see in the announcement was the metaverse. Also, you can participate in the annual WordPress survey. The 2021 WordPress survey helps those who build WordPress understand more about how the software is used and by whom. The survey helps leaders in the WordPress open source project learn more about contributors' experiences. Jump over to make.wordpress.org to get your experience counted. WooCommerce engineering highlight. Would you like to know how WooCommerce blocks render interactive blocks in the front end? As Gutenberg is starting to experiment with rendering interactive blocks, it's a struggle for that one today. On the front end example, using React, they have shown how this is currently being done. This documented approach is not the only way of doing it, and it will probably evolve once APIs with the same purpose are added upstream to Gutenberg. However, it's a system that proved to be solid and is going to give good results in real-life stores. From our contributors and producers, Jason Ball was recently discussing Gutenberg on the Decode podcast over on WP Engine. Jason shares the challenges of Gutenberg block editor in the WordPress headless environment. Check out the discussion for the current challenges and progress of Gutenberg blocks. Birgit Polyhack shared an article explaining theme.json for WordPress block themes. If you have been dragging your feet understanding how themes will be built for WordPress, this article is worth the time reading to understand the structure of 3 main parts of the theme.json file. Seriously, check it out. Jason Coleman shared his 2020 transparency report in the recent business update over on his site. The report took a while to publish, but he launched his own membership front-end login and profile pages for Paid Memberships Pro. People had often asked for or just expected this out of a membership plugin. Now this is available instead of the WordPress plugin that he recommended in the past. It's an interesting read, especially learning how a plugin company survived through COVID. And I'll quote this one line: at year end of our revenue was up 50% from $800,000 in 2019 to $1.2 million in 2020. And a lot of people starting membership sites through COVID. Thanks to all of the members who shared these links today: Birgit Polyhack, Daniel Shootsmith, Kathy Zant, Devinder Singh Kainth, and me, Matt Medeiros. Thanks for contributing, everybody, as producers on the show. Now it's time for your 1 minute of Gutenberg.
Howdy, howdy, this is Birgit Pauli Haag with the Gutenberg Minute. The first iteration of full-site editing will be released with WordPress 5.9 on December 14th. It adds the template and template parts editor, a user interface to configure site-wide colors, typography and layout, and blocks to use in the templates of a block theme. Already 27 block themes are waiting in the WordPress repository for the curious user. For developers, the schema URLs for theme.json and block.json files are now available on wp.org. Give them a try. They increase productivity with auto-suggest and hints in your IDE. There are new APIs and functions available for plugin developers to tap into the theme configuration of a site. A great way to get familiar with all the new features is to participate in the latest call for testing. Go on a site editing safari to personalize your homepage, set your styles, add button patterns, apply the duotone filter, and more. For the latest episode of the Gutenberg Changelog, a surprise guest brought great insights into Gutenberg development. Don't miss it and subscribe at gutenbergtimes.com/podcast. gutenbergtimes.com/podcast. That's it. Until the next time. Bye-bye.
Thanks for the 1 minute of Gutenberg, Birgit. And thanks to all of the new members, including 2 new members this week, Adam Warner and Dave Rodenbaugh, upgrading his contributor status to a full-time producer. We're looking forward to their participation in the weekly news. You can buy me a coffee to support the show and join as a member that private Discord server for $79 for the year. Get access to the Discord server. Join in the news get mentioned every week here on the WP Minute. That's it for today's episode. If you enjoyed, please share it on your social media. Leave us a review on Apple Podcasts or Podchaser. Don't forget to tell your friends the coolest episode was. Jump on the mailing list at thewpminute.com.